Tim Zeiss with the DailyPunch.net here with Sean McCorkle at LFC 51. Sean, it was a good performance tonight. You went out, took him down, finished the fight off with a submission in the first round. Was that the game plan going into the fight?
I actually want to stand up with him because I'd heard he was strictly a wrestler, and so I prefer to
on the books, huh?
Yep, I prefer to try to stand up and even work on my stand-up a little bit in the fight, but it didn't work out that way. He pinned me against the cage, and I didn't want to give him a chance to rest. I thought I'd be in better cardio shape than him, so I was trying to keep him off the cage and just keep him moving one way or another. And then when I got him to the ground, I was just going to pound him out, but I see he kept crossing his arm, trying to push me away, trying to shrimp, and I saw him do that. I was like, I just get him in a head and arm triangle, so.
All right, good. This is your fifth fight since you've been released from the UFC, and your fifth first-round finish. Have you been working on your submission more? And, have you been working on your stand-up at all?
My back is real sore. I haven't been doing much of anything, if you want to know the truth. I haven't been training that much, not any more than I can, really, because my back has just been so sore. There's nothing technically wrong with it. It just is really, really sore. I've had surgery before, and so every time I work out, it seems like, I got to take 3 days off, because to rest it and ice it. So I haven't been doing a whole lot. Right now, my goal is just to get back to the UFC. Like, how many ever I got to fight in a row to do that. I've got 5 in a row now. I got another one scheduled in Bellator. I may fight 3 weeks after that in El Paso. I haven't decided yet because I heard a rumor tonight the UFC is coming back soon in Indianapolis. And if they're doing that, I'm going to try to get on that show. I don't have anything else scheduled, between now and then. So.
Okay, your Bellator fight coming up is in Hammond, Indiana in March, I believe March 9th. It's a Bellator 60. Is that just a one-fight deal with them, or do you have a possibility for more fights if you win? What's the deal going into that?
Strictly a one-fight deal. I won't sign any more than one fight with anybody right now because, like I said, my goal is to get to the UFC. That's my only goal in MMA is to get back to the UFC right now. So once I get there, if I can hang around there, that's great. If I don't and can't hang around the UFC very long, then I'm probably going to start reevaluating whether I want to fight anymore or not. Because you can't make a living fighting at local shows. It just doesn't work.
Right, I understand that. If you made it back to the UFC tomorrow, who would you want your first fight to be?
The worst heavyweight in the UFC, whoever that would be at the given time. Maybe one of the Strikeforce guys they brought over, not named Josh Barnett or something. I'd like it the easiest fight possible for my first win. And I had Hunt and Struve for my first two is kind of a rough way to go for your first two UFC fights, I think. So it'd be nice to maybe have a first-time UFC guy or somebody that, like I guess Joey Beltran just got released, so that wouldn't be a possibility, but somebody along those lines, that isn't a world beater,
Hunt was a big name to get in your first UFC fight, and he's been doing pretty well for himself since he fought you. How do you feel about that?
I'm actually happy for him. He's always been one of my favorite fighters. The more he wins, the better it makes me look. I think if Congo stands with him, he'll beat Congo. People do not understand how good Mark Hunt is standing up, and I don't think Congo's a better wrestler than Ben Rothwell, so I don't think Congo's going to be able to take Hunt down and hold him down if Hunt comes in shape. So I think Congo's going to be in trouble in that fight. Hunt's got the advantage. When you have a chin like Hunt, you can afford to throw everything you got every time because you don't have to worry about getting hit, So that's a thing with Hunt is his hands are amazing. If he can get his cardio straight and his takedown defense a little better, he can hang with everybody in the world.
The Undisputed 3 is coming out February 14th. You're actually going to be in the game. What was your experience like with that, and are you looking forward to playing as yourself?
Not as much really as my son is. My son's really excited. My dad's kind of excited. I don't know. I don't really care. If I'm being honest with you, it's not like I get paid for it. So at least I don't think I do. So for me, it's cool to be able to say you were on it, but I figure you play it 3 times, it'll be old like everything else, But I'm glad to be on there. It's an honor to be on there, but I'm not nearly as excited about it as everybody else is around me. So.
Okay, fair enough. I've just got a couple more questions for you. You guys recently opened up a new gym here on the south side of Indy, the Integrated Fighting Academy. How's the new gym working out for you guys, and how's training going there?
It's working out really well. I'm glad Matt opened it. He was able to get street made, and some of the Hayabusa put some money in and do it. Make it really, a really, really nice facility. So I'm thrilled to have a place to train strictly MMA that's open all day, every day, so we don't have to wait till night, to train at, a jiu-jitsu school or a boxing school.
All right, and I was online the other night, and I saw what appeared to be a trailer for a new documentary featuring yourself. What can we expect from that this year?
The guys filmed me all from now until when I get back in the UFC is when the documentary's filming, and the end is going to be however my first fight turns out. The company proposed the idea to me. It was interesting to me. A lot of people have a misconception about who I am and how I actually am, because I may not be as much of a dick as I appear to be in interviews, But I think it'll show hopefully it'll be more about fighting. It's really about me and my life and everything I've been through to get to the point I am now. There's a lot of things that people don't know about stuff I've been through the past 4 or 5 years, and really how shitty my life's been for the past 3 years. So like the UFC was the one highlight of my life in 3 years, so hopefully it'll cover all that, and we'll see the stuff and give people an idea of more of who I am really as a person, as opposed to the guy making hilarious comments and interviews or online.
All right, one more. Your post-fight comments, you made a remark about having a bad day, and you just made a comment about the last 3 years being kind of rough. Would you want to elaborate on that anymore?
Broke up with my girlfriend today of about a year because she was being a pain in the ass, and so broke up with her, I think, for good. And my ex-wife has been taking me to court, giving me hell. So I had to go to my lawyer's office today. She's making up lies about me, trying to take my kids from me. So we've been doing that. My back has been hurting nonstop, really been bad. So woke up, my neck was hurting this morning. I assume it has something to do with my back. And it was just like, couldn't get any sleep last night. It's just been one thing after another, and could not wait to get this over with and go home and go to sleep, because I'm just tired of this shit for today, man. I've had a bad run for a while, but today especially was a bad day.
All right, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but good performance tonight. We look forward to seeing you at Bellator, and good luck.
Okay.